Welcome to Source Not Found, podcast about the worst versions of your favorite things. Every other week, we take an IP, franchise, or fandom and examine it solely through its sequels, spin-offs, and side projects, basically anything but the source material. My name is Bo Woodall, and I am a delightful series of hats in this movie.
And I'm Brandon June, and actually, I'm still just a friar. I can curse all I want. Damn it.
And you know what? I'm gonna jump right in there. He can also have sex. Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He can do that. Yeah.
Welcome to NoVampber, everybody. Third time running, keeping it going strong.
Mm-hmm.
Our third annual NoVampber.
The third year of enjoying this great creature by means of the worst ways possible. I was like
Yes.
thinking about all the vampire media we've covered. We've done such dog shit. Have we done any good vampire stuff? Because we had the Twilight novel.
But I
Dracula 2000.
I do have a question I want to get to when we get into the movie about this particular vampire.
Okay. Yeah.
This week, we're covering the 2004 movie featuring Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale, Van Helsing.
And a lot of CG.
A lot of CG. Some David Wyndham, who you may recognize as Faramir, and the only guy who lives in 300. And the Duke from Moulin Rouge is our Dracula.
Yeah.
And
he was better in that.
He was a lot in this. So before we jump into the movie, numbers, you're going to be very surprised at this.
Will I be? I don't know.
Yes. Okay, cool. Then we get to play the numbers game. Van Helsing, May 7th, 2004. You saw this movie. What do you think the budget was? We've covered several movies in this area, like this mid-aughts time.
Yeah. I'm thinking over 100 million.
You are right there.
I don't know if I want to go as high as 150. But I was thinking maybe, yeah.
It is 160 million estimated.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Its opening weekend, it did 52 million.
Okay.
Worldwide gross, 300 million. So it did all right.
You know what? That actually doesn't surprise me because it's such a notoriously reviled and like made fun of movie. Like a lot of people saw it, you know?
Well, so with that, its opening weekend, it was number one, obviously. I mean, 52 million's nothing to sneeze at. Like that's a pretty good take for opening weekend. Number two was Mean Girls. Number three was Man on Fire, the Denzel Washington movie. Number four was New York Minute, and number five was 13 Going on 30. So we have three pseudo-romantic comedies, Van Helsing, and a Denzel Washington drama film.
Well, what is Dracula's brood of vampiresses, if not collection of Mean Girls?
They were the first Mean Girls. That's right.
They were the original Mean Girls, the eternal Mean Girls. Given those options, I'm going to see Mean Girls.
Yeah, absolutely. No question.
Yeah, no question. Yeah. I've seen most of those other movies. Going back to Mean Girls.
Yep.
I can't imagine sitting in I didn't see this in the theater.
I did.
Can you imagine being locked into a seat for over 2 hours with this thing? Like,
yes.
I was able to. Okay. I had 2 beers. I don't drink that much. Maybe once a month. I had 2 beers in the fridge. I thought, I'm going to need these for this movie. I got them out.
Correct.
We hit about the halfway point. I had no more beer left. I paused the movie. I walked down the street to the convenience store to get 2 more beers so I could finish her out.
Oh, man alive. I don't blame you.
I needed them all. I needed each one, and I still didn't have much fun. This is a miserable viewing experience.
Okay, so I'm going to do the back of the box.
Where it's almost not, but yeah.
I'm going to do the back of the box rundown real fast, and then I have questions for you.
Okay.
So this movie opens with kind of the classic black and white Universal movie monster movie situation. Frankenstein's monster. Yeah, it was very good.
Mm-hmm.
And Dracula kills Dr. Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster grabs his dad up, runs to a lighthouse tower windmill.
Windmill. Which atop that windmill, we have a why, which is on par with the Darth Vader no from episode 3, I would say. It's up there. It was bad.
The amount of scenery chewing taking place in this film is yikes. So they burn the tower down, and then we're in Paris 1 year later, where our titular Van Helsing is chasing down Mr. Hyde. And he does so in a relatively violent and garish fashion. And then he gets taken. Then we find out that he is a member of the Catholic Church, I guess. And Stephen Sommers gives us his quickest exposition possible. There's a family in Transylvania that if they don't kill Dracula by the time the last of their line dies, they can never get into heaven. So Kate Beckinsale and her brother
and her accent
have to defeat Dracula before they die, or they can't let their entire lineage go to heaven. So Van Helsing and his friar friend Carl, which is a friar name, I guess, ship out.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know either, man.
Just embrace the mystery.
They ship out to Transylvania with a bunch of, like, I don't know, medieval Bond weapons, and they have to track down werewolves, Dracula and his brides, Frankenstein's monster, and they also have to stop Frankenstein from being used by Dracula to bring Dracula's thousands of vampiric progeny to life. Movie ends with us finding out how this Dracula is killed. He has to be killed by a werewolf. Our boy Van Helsing gets bitten, turns into a werewolf, fucks up old boy. Kate Beckinsale dies out in the ensuing battle. And it ends with Van Helsing and Carl riding off into the sunset, assumedly to fight a new monster.
With the smiling angels,
the most
saved family,
the most Happy Gilmore-ass ending of what is supposed to be a summer action monster blockbuster. Caitlin said it was Mufasa, like very Lion King coded, but I was thinking it was just...
I was definitely getting that.
But if I just saw like Kate Beckinsale next to a alligator and Happy Gilmore's grandma, and they were just waving down at Van Helsing, it would not have necessarily surprised me.
No, yeah, it would have fit right in. You just accept like, oh, he took down the gator on a previous adventure, when he was hunting
he thought
monsters.
It was the creature from the Black Lagoon or something like that.
That's the prequel. It leaves you with questions about what the fuck was going on with the gator, and then, I mean, this movie was supposed to have a sequel.
Not just a sequel.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not just a sequel. It was supposed to have an entire TV series and several movies after it. Like, this was supposed to spawn an action hero universe.
But they were so confident. They actually, they started planning the sequel before this had released. I think they paid to, hold on to all the sets. Because they were so confident they would reuse them.
But, okay, why?
Nope.
You come to Transylvania to fight Dracula, and that's fucking it. There's nobody else in Transylvania monster movie-wise, right? You're not going to run into the Mummy, or, I mean, you did run into Frankenstein's monster, but he doesn't count in this case. But,
I mean, Dracula fucks.
The Invisible Man is French. Oh, he does fuck, yeah.
He's like a Genghis Khan or an Elon Musk in terms of, just the sheer number of progeny out there. You just don't know.
He also loves electricity. God. Okay, so in your mind,
Mm.
my first question is, walking into this, I thought after you had some enjoyment with Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, you would find something about this to enjoy as well. Because atmospherically, they are really close to the same.
Nope.
Really?
Okay. I think my list of things I liked was 2, 3, maybe. I love a good Q scene, you know? So yeah, getting all the gear and seeing all the cool weapons and inventions, that was neat. I love a good lab, love a good Frankenstein lab that had the kind of energy and set that I was looking for in that situation. Like that era of technology and all the wild, like, I don't know, like electricity zapping about.
Yeah, like Tesla coils and shit.
Yeah, you know? And I actually loved the like vampire masquerade ball.
Okay.
I think that ballroom scene, like, it was the one scene in the movie that sort of like jarred me out of my stupor because it was like, man, there's actual color. Things are lit. They're colorful. There's texture here. It's like it's a really good scene. Like, it's a visual delight. I really, unironically, it's a just good couple minutes of movie visually. But yeah, man, like, aside from that, like, I was so bored because just nothing means anything. It's like such empty spectacle. Like, anything that I enjoyed in Hansel and Gretel, like, this is a very different situation because in that one, like, it's not any kind of deep character development, but I am invested in the characters. Like, they're developed enough for me to care about being along on the ride with them. There's genuine humor. The performances are, you know, campy and they're hamming it up, but they're fun. You have Peter Stormare and, you know, I didn't really have any of that here. Like, it's going for the same tone, but it's so visually muddy. It's the balance of plot to spectacle is so imbalanced that I just don't really care about anything that's happening on screen. The effects are so bad. There's just nothing is tactile. Nothing has any physicality to it. It's all just empty, like, fucking DreamWorks, off-brand DreamWorks, like, monster creations, like, from the trash bin that got recycled into this.
So some of the things we talked about, we liked about Hansel and Gretel was the fact that, like, the troll looked like something out of Jim Henson.
Mm-hmm.
And the witches were all using practical effects and makeup, right? Where in this, there is no makeup. It is just CG.
No. Yeah. I mean, I like Hugh Jackman is a beautiful man. He's very beautiful in this.
Yes, he is. He looks great.
Kate Beckinsale is a beautiful woman. She's always beautiful and very beautiful in this, you know? And she's not good.
Her brother Falcon also, like, he was a very, very handsome man. Dark and mysterious. Yeah. But yeah, Kate Beckinsale was not good in this at all.
Honestly, like, she usually isn't, but I still kind of enjoy her in some roles.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a question I have for you. So do you prefer her as a vampire or a vampire hunter?
Vampire.
Because now we've seen her as both.
Yes, vampire.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Like, Underworld is a better movie, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No question, to me, at least.
Not to me either, although I have some reviews and some people do not agree.
So the reason... Okay, so I will admit to, one, owning this movie, and two...
Yeah, of course.
Being excited to rewatch it.
Really?
Yeah. And when it started and we had the black and white kind of classic monster movie situation going on, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember this. This is cool. All right. And we had the lightning flash and you saw, like, the bat face on Dracula that kind of gave you a hint of what he could become. I was like, okay, we're fine. I liked Frankenstein's monster. I thought that was some pretty cool stuff. He was not CG. And then we get to Paris. And I was like, okay, Hugh Jackman looks great. He's got the weird, like, kind of Illuminati face covering. Cool. And then we met Mr. Hyde. And I went, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh no.
Bring back
What?
Dr. Jekyll, please.
Like, oh no. I think I made a horrible mistake. Like, I thought I remembered that version of Mr. Hyde looking so much more like practical. Like looking so much better than that.
Yeah. No.
And then we finish that and we do the whole, I actually didn't hate the exposition scene. Like, Stephen Summers can move you through exposition in less than 5 minutes. And you get what you need to get, and he is moving you on to another action set piece. Or in this case,
which sometimes
a
that's
Q-bit.
Fine. Yeah. Sometimes that's fine because you might go into another action sequence, but then, I don't know, there's a sense of adventure. I think this movie is so devoid of any sense of adventure for me. It's just like action spectacle.
And the
it's
adventure that's there.
And punching and.
Okay, so you may recognize Stephen Summers' name from the Mummy franchise with Brendan Fraser.
I do.
Yes. In the Mummy franchise, you have a group, a motley crew, that are very, very good at their individual tasks, right? Like, Rick O'Connell is a man of action, a soldier, a brawler, a shooter. Jonathan is kind of a comedic relief and kind of comes in the clutch when he needs to. And Evie is your cleric, basically. Like, she's the knowledgeable one. She knows Egyptian. She knows all of the different languages and the history and all of that stuff. And they work well together as a team. And watching them on screen together is a joy. No one in this movie is fucking good at what they're doing except for Carl.
This is true.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, Kate Beckinsale comes from a family who has been trying to hunt down and kill Dracula for generations, and she can't even hold her own. Like,
you know what, though? I get your point. Usually when you get someone from like a long-lived family like that, right? It's like, oh, there's a lot of like institutional generational knowledge. But then you can also easily think about that in reverse. Like, they've been fucking this up for hundreds of years. They can't get shit right. Just like a collection of generations upon generations of just failures.
Right.
She's just the latest. Yeah.
So my thought...
It all checks out.
No. I think what happened here was a Stephen Summers issue.
Yeah.
Because
I
he did a great job with The Mummy. He did a great job with The Mummy Returns, except for the CG in The Mummy Returns. Damn. But in this, he needed a damsel in distress. The problem is, he made Kate Beckinsale out to be this woman of action. This, like, trained warrior from a young age who is trying to avenge her entire family. She's the last living heir of this family. She has to win, and she becomes the damsel several times.
Yeah.
And that's just, like...
lame.
It sucked. That part sucked real bad.
Yeah. She could have been a very cool character. Like,
yeah.
There were elements there that could have been properly used. She could have been properly used.
How did you feel about the wire work in this movie?
I think I kind of liked it. Like, it was goofy. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I think I wanted... That's what I am really getting back to. Like, I don't mind the tone. Like, if you want to do, like, a really campy convergence of all of these Universal monster properties, sure. I'm in for that. Like, I can be down for a goofy good time like that. But you have to have something of substance there. And you have to have some texture. Some actual, like, something tactile. Like, this movie is cotton candy. Like, it just dissolves in your mouth. It gives you nothing of substance. And, like, when you finish watching it, like, it's almost hard to recall what just occurred. Like, it was just so devoid of meaning or substance, you know? It's junk food, like junk food with no nutrition, no nutritional value. And there have been a couple movies like that. Like Blood Rain was another one where just like I'm watching events on screen. I have no connection to anything occurring almost at any point. This one has a lot more life than Blood Rain.
I was going to say, I'm going to disagree with you real hard there. At least the action in this one was fun. Like, it may not have anything to do. Like, there's nothing on the screen that makes you go, oh my God, I'm invested. But at least the action set pieces are relatively fun. In Blood Rain, there was no fun.
Yeah, it's not a qualitative judgment. There is no comparison. Like, a NoVampber film like exists in a league of its own.
A vacuum. You know?
A vacuum. But kind of similar are my feelings towards like the lack of thoughts or feelings towards most of what I'm seeing, you know? So to your question, like the Wireworks is something of like more traditional, practical, goofy effect. Like it was something happening on screen that I just felt like I could like get a hold of. Like it just like the ballroom scene. It was just something there of substance. A foothold. I
am so turned off by this movie, mostly because of like what you're saying. I didn't realize it, but what you're saying, like the Mummy films were chock full of texture because they have to be. Like you're in a desert, you're surrounded by sandstone, you're in tombs, or you're in Cairo, these like a beautiful, beautiful city. Where this, you're like, hey guys, we're just gonna take a very vaguely European town and some vaguely European forests, and that's our set piece.
Yeah. There's no sense of adventure. Like in the Mummy films, there are moments where you feel like you're going somewhere. You're in a plane heading over the desert. There's a sandstorm. You know, you're on a train. You're going places and you feel like the locations are disparate. In this, like we're hopping around to varied locations, but honestly, at any point, if I looked away from the screen and looked back, I wouldn't know that we had changed the location.
No, not at all.
Because it's all the same muddy darkness. There's just nothing there visually. And there are some cool visual elements. I like Van Helsing's costuming.
Yeah.
He's got like the sort of kind of echoes of like Vampire Hunter D in like his cloak and hat and how he's sort of obscured in shadow. There's something there. But it's just like it recedes into this samey background of just, even when they are in front of something physical, like an actual set, I don't know, it's hard to distinguish like what's when that's the case and when it's just like computer generated, because it's all the same just miasma of just, you know, grime and darkness and blurry textures, and it just really, there's nothing here. There's nothing here to like engage the senses. It's really a miserable watching experience. I really did not enjoy it. Even if like there's something like if you just isolated that scene or that line delivery like in a different context, that might be funny, that might be campy, and the kind of energy that would be enjoyable to watch. Like it's lost in this fog.
I could see the relationship between Carl and Van Helsing being fun in a different context. Like I don't know. So half of the things I like about this movie go directly to David Wenham. Like he does some really, really interesting stuff as the sidekick, despite the fact that I don't think I have this as trivia, but I did find it as trivia and thought it was interesting. He's only like 2 inches shorter than Hugh Jackman. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, they used like shoe lifters or risers for Van Helsing. He did a lot of stooping, and they did some like fun little camera angles to make him look a little less imposing. But like, he's a big boy. He's like 6'1".
Wow. Okay.
And he's just kind of like walking around meekly the entire time. And I was just like, man, he's having fun. He's got to be having a good time. And he's the only person making any sort of like having fun with the line reads or the different takes and things like that. He's the only person there who's having a very, very good time. It seemed.
Yeah, I think that's part of it too. Like I don't know, it goes for like the campy energy, but then it really doesn't, it feels like so, I don't know, not understated, but just like it wants to achieve that tone, but then when you break down a lot of the more like self-serious moments, like it doesn't achieve the camp. It kind of just plays out like a typical like summer sort of blockbuster kind of spectacle, you know?
Yeah.
I think maybe that's part of what it is. It's so overburdened with these action sequences that if you removed those from the general like otherwise campy tone, like there's really not much there. Like Hansel and Gretel, you know, just to compare it because we just covered that one and it came up. The action sequences are good. There's a physicality to them. You know, you feel the punches, you feel the blows, you feel the stakes in a lot of them. And the fun, goofy, campy energy that is present elsewhere in the film is part of the action sequences as well.
Yeah.
Whereas like here, they're played a little more like seriously, a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, that's and I'm going to keep going back to the Mummies movies, and maybe we'll have to cover a Mummy movie eventually again, not the one that we did, because I don't think that was Stephen Sommers, was it? He backed out of that one.
No, yeah, he didn't do that one, which honestly, watching this movie, thank you for just stepping away. And because if you're going to make a really shitty movie, like The Mummy 3 is better than this. Yes? Wow. You're thinking on it. Okay. He's thinking on it. Folks, he's thinking on that.
Yeah.
There's no question for me on that one.
No, it is. But like...
I would watch The Mummy 3 twice before I watch this again once.
But The Mummy 1 and The Mummy 2 are head and leagues above this movie.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like, I just, if he would have let Kate Beckinsale and Hugh Jackman have any chemistry at all on screen, this would have been a different movie for me. I could have handled the scenery chewing of all of the villains, all of their line deliveries being so beyond what they need to be. If you would have let Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale have fun on camera together, I probably would have felt differently about this movie.
That's the problem. They couldn't let anyone chew the scenery. They had already put the sequel into production. They had to save the sets for the sequel.
No
chewing.
To
hold on to them.
No chewing.
No chewing. No chewing. You got to preserve it for the next movie.
The only people that chewed scenery are people that died in this movie. But I mean, that's you have to say, like, Richard Roxburgh, Dracula, and his three brides, the amount of overacting being done.
Yeah.
It would have been, to me at least, it would have been fun to watch that if everything else wasn't so goddamn serious. Because I would have believed they were doing it on purpose. Like, they were having fun with this. And instead, it's like Stephen Sommers was like, no. We need more menace. That's not enough menace. I need to be, you have to scare me now. And it's like, fuck off, dude.
That, there is a very fun idea there of like a kind of self-serious Van Helsing played by Hugh Jackman, who has like a bit of goofball energy he's bringing into it, but it's not like on purpose almost.
Yeah.
Like, he just on screen looks a little ill-fitting for the role. And he also just sucks. Like, he's not good. Like,
yes.
One of the first scenes where he has to perform, he's got a crossbow that's like, it's like he fully leveled it up in fucking Vampire Survivors. Like, it is a Gatling gun, like automatic crossbow, and he's still like not very good with it.
And I was blown away that he is trying to shoot the vampire brides around Kate Beckinsale as she's running. I'm like, she is toast. She is going to be shot so many times because this dude has not hit a goddamn thing the entire time he's had this gun in his hand.
Yeah. I think there's a very fun idea there of like this. He comes in, he's like all dressed up like, oh man, your reputation precedes you. And then turns out like he's a fucking failure. Like
Just
he
give
failed
him
up
some.
through the organization somehow, but he actually sucks and has to constantly be saved. But he's not like aware of it, you know? Like his ego doesn't allow him to see that he actually is a pretty shitty vampire hunter. That's a very fun idea.
I would love if he had some Magoo energy. Like he's real bad at this, but for some reason he falls into success. Like some kind of Tucker and Dale versus Evil energy, where he
Something
trips
like
and
that,
falls,
yeah.
and the vampire bride like hits a stake and it goes through her, and he's like, "Oh, well, I did it. Go team."
Yeah, because it's already, like we're talking about, almost halfway there. With just like, if you really break it down, like he didn't do much in this movie, and he wasn't very adept or successful at most of the things he set out to do, and was mostly just saved by those around him who also weren't very good at what they were doing.
When
But
Hugh
they just sort of
Jackman is
stumbled
on
into the
screen, he
conclusion.
does nothing.
Yeah.
When the CGI werewolf is on screen, he fucks around hard.
Yeah, he also, I guess there were a few things that captured my attention. The lab, the tech, the ballroom, and Werewolf Van Helsing scraping his nails on that stone during the climax. Just the shriek of fingernails, of claws. Like, oh, God. Okay, another thing to jar me out of my stupor. Youch.
You mean right after he fucking Wolverine schnicked his own fingernails out? Are you talking
Remember
about right after he does that? Right after he does a full-ass callback. Yeah. Whenever he does a full-ass callback to an X-Men movie as a CGI goddamn werewolf, Brandon.
Remember the other better movies that you enjoyed him in? You should just go watch those again.
Yeah, all of them.
Go watch X2. It's a better time.
Fuck, watch other bad movies he's in. Like...
But see,
okay.
you know, like Universal tried to do that dark universe shit with The Mummy, right?
Yeah.
Kicking it off with Tom Cruise. It was a shitty movie, failed. But thinking back now, 2004, right? We were set up to do this. Like, if we were in a post-Avengers world when these movies had dropped, if like the culture had shifted that way just a few years earlier, we could have had a Van Helsing, like a Hugh Jackman Van Helsing, a Brendan Fraser, Rick O'Donnell. What else would we could have had the Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. Like, that's a few years later.
Yeah.
Like, we could have had like a I'm getting a team together kind of situation with all these. Would you want to see that?
Who the fuck would they face off against? We kill 3 movie monsters in this movie.
The Mummy keeps coming back, though.
Yeah, it's true. But Dracula, he next level died.
Okay, but again, he fucks. Dracula fucks.
Prince Valken, the werewolf, he's next level dead.
We haven't talked about the reveal of who Van Helsing is, actually.
The Archangel Gabriel, the left hand of God.
So they just fight the devil.
Oh, love that.
Gabriel Van Helsing
Dude.
Dude,
Peter Stormare comes back with a broken nose.
Yes. Wait.
Oh, God.
Constantine is in it, too. That's the backstory. The sheriff, Peter Stormare's sheriff, died and went to hell. I don't know, but then he didn't become the devil. I don't know. Or maybe the devil manifests as different characters throughout time, kind of like a Randall Flagg kind of thing, and they're always Peter Stormare.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, he's in enough things and he's always relatively villainous. I could buy that.
Yeah. They're all faces of the devil. The devil with 1,000 faces. Well, one face. Peter Stormare's face.
It's Peter Stormare as Lucifer. And oh my God, Jackson, Peter O'Jackson. No, fuck, the guy who plays Igor in this movie.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Who's also Benny in the Mummy films. You bring him back as Belphegor or something like that. Azazel.
That would be.
I don't know.
That's such a good idea, right? The devil comes to the earth, and the devil can manifest as any movie monster. A vampire, a witch, a mummy. You need the expertise of everybody to fight all the manifestations of the devil. So they got all their bases covered. He becomes a mummy, Rick's there. Goes witch mode, we got Hansel and Gretel on the team.
If you got anybody else, Van Helsing can maybe try to help you, but you're probably going to die in the process. Sorry.
He'll distract the creature as you all do your thing.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, the fact that he's an archangel and he still sucks that bad.
Yeah. That's not just memory loss, bud. Like, I'd love to say it was just the amnesia talking, but no. You just absolutely... No wonder you got kicked out. Christ.
How did the devil lose with Gabriel as your vanguard?
He can't shoot a crossbow for shit, God. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so vampire question, since we're doing NoVampber, before we get into trivia stuff. Do you think this is the most OP Dracula or OP vampire we've seen thus far?
Oh, no.
Because he's got, like, the spot teleportation. He can't be killed except by in one very specific instance.
Yeah, but he's not that hot.
No, I mean, he's not that hot, but we know he fucks.
Yeah, but imagine how many little cocoons we would have come across if this were Gerard Butler.
Well, the problem is Gerard Butler's Judas, and Judas can't go up against Gabriel. That'd be a whole, like, we'd have some sort of weird biblical crossing the streams.
That's what we need the movie Monster Extended Universe Avengers movie for. Yeah, that's it. It turns out that this Dracula wasn't the real Dracula. The real Dracula was Judas. He's still going, because Dracula 2000 takes place
in 2000?
A couple hundred years after.
Yeah.
In the year 2000. Oh man, do we have time travel too? There was that adaptation of the H.G. Wells,
the Time Machine.
Guy Pearce. Was that Guy Pearce. This time? I want to say that was like an early aughts movie.
I was gonna say, maybe like 2001, 2002. Yeah, sure. Come on, Guy Pearce.
Come on. Hey, we got space. We got room on the team.
You know what we're going to have to do after this, right? For next year's NoVampber? We're going to have to do League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
It's funny you should say that. That came up in the reviews a little bit.
Yeah. No, it came up in my head watching this a few times.
It was like the year before this, right?
Yeah, or the year after, maybe. Year before, year after, but it wasn't the same year.
I think it was the year before because it came up in a lot of contemporaneous reviews.
Got it.
Let's see.
Well, fuck. Okay, so we don't have an OP Dracula. We do have the setup for a Universal Avengers film, which is fucking batshit insane to me. But
2003. Sorry, I just looked it up. 2003.
Oh, so. 2003. Okay, cool. So yeah, the year
July
before.
11th. Mm-hmm.
Almost exactly a year before. All right. Man, this movie bummed me out. Like, I know we're about to go to my favorite corner, but I'm kind of sitting here like, do you guys want to really? Like,
we've been getting bummed out a lot.
Yeah.
I guess if you just look at the main feed, it seems better. Patrons know. We're just coming in off of Sadako versus Kayako,
which was a goddamn chore.
Yeah.
That one hurt. That one hurt. Okay, let's go to the corner. I know stuff.
I think I'm in the corner. I don't know. The corner, it's like it's all equally dark and
I was gonna
shadow.
Say, the textures are real bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm in front of a green screen here. I don't know what's supposed to... I'm just going to use my imagination and plop down right here.
Okay. So I've got a couple of things. The first one, I'm hoping will maybe make you feel a little bit better about the depth that Stephen Sommers went through to create some of these character ideas. He deliberately chose to avoid the style of transformations from other werewolf films. Normally, characters would grow hair as part of the change, stuff like that. Instead, the decision was made to have the character rip their skin off to reveal the werewolf form underneath, going with the idea that the beast, quote, comes from within, unquote.
Oh, yeah, because that's not evident with all the other better traditional transformations. No, let's treat it like you got a really bad sunburn at the beach and just skin's peeling off in layers a couple days later. Yep. No.
Yep.
The beast within. Felt it.
Yeah, I felt that one too. So much. Speaking of werewolves, the gray werewolf featured early in the film, the one that bites Prince Falcon. That werewolf was directly designed to resemble Rick Baker's werewolf creation from the film An American Werewolf in London.
Okay, well, try again.
Yep, better movie.
Try again.
The place where Van Helsing and Anna, whatever, they pronounce her name 3 different times,
Anna?
different ways. Yeah, whatever. Where they fight
Elphaba.
Dracula's Elphaba. Fuck you. That one got me. Where they fight Dracula's 3 brides is the same place where Frankenstein 1931, Dracula 1931, and The Werewolf 1941 were filmed. The set is called The Court of Miracles, and it's part of the studio tour at Universal Studios Hollywood.
You know what? Speaking of that, like, if this were going to be anything, it should have been like a 3 or 4 minute, like, amusement park ride.
Yeah.
Just, like, take the best action sequences, put us in, like, a theater at Universal Studios, and, you know.
Go nuts.
Let's run through it. Yeah. 3D goggles, the whole thing.
Hugh Jackman's crossbow in this movie weighed 45 pounds.
Holy shit. No wonder he sucked with it.
I'm just thinking, like, you see him pick that up several times and not look to be struggling with it.
I mean, Hugh.
I mean, yeah, the dude's jacked.
He's a jacked man. He's a jacked man.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. That's why I sighed before you even said it. Oh, good God. This movie surpassed Interview with the Vampire as the highest grossing vampire film and held the record until Twilight beat it.
Wow. I guess it's official. Robert Pattinson is hotter than Hugh, is hotter than Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt collectively. I'm on Team Brad, given those options.
Yeah.
Team Rob, I'm actually on Team Rob too. I don't know.
What's happening right now? Where are we going?
The most handsome man. We're going to People magazine.
Oh, cool.
The sexiest vampire alive. Yeah. Or a vampire adjacent character.
I think Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, and Hugh Jackman have all won Sexiest Man of the Year.
Has Robert Pattinson?
Not that I know of. But he could have.
Maybe Teen People.
Maybe Teen People.
Yeah.
This is my last one, and I saved this one especially for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right before Dracula says, "I give you Van Helsing," in front of the other vampires in the ballroom scene, you hear trumpets play the first musical phrase from the song Castle Dracula from Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Ooh, I didn't even catch that.
Which is just neat. Like, that is
neat.
I did save the most fun one for last.
That's fun. I like that. I wish I would have noticed it. I wish I would have been fully conscious by that point.
I was going to say cognizant of what was going on in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I was conscious, but not cognizant. Those are fun. Thank you for those.
They're fine. The Symphony of the Night one I really enjoyed. The rest of them were just kind of like little tidbits that I thought were relatively interesting. The rest were all about how, like, everyone did their own stunts in this movie and, you know, stuff like that. And I don't always like to pull that stuff.
Whoa. Mr. Hyde did all his own stunts? Did they actually sever his arm?
Actually, this one's kind of fun. The actor who played Frankenstein's monster was also the physical stand-in for Mr. Hyde.
Wow, committed to the role.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, severing your arm in pursuit of this artistic experience.
I mean, just good on him. Good on him.
You know, I remember being really young. I remember, like, I don't know how old I was. I was a very young child, and I have the memory of being in a hotel room. And what is it Young Guns? The Western with Emilio Estevez?
Yes, it is. I own that one, too.
Yeah. Spoilers. I remember him getting shot, right? And I remember being really bummed out. I was like, oh no, the Mighty Duck Man died. Because I was under the assumption that if someone died in a movie... I thought if someone died in a
Gordon
movie...
Bombay, no!
they died for real. I thought when you were like done, like when you felt content with your acting career, like you would pick a good movie and they would kill you on screen. And that would be your last movie.
Just the
and
idea
I'm not going to see him anymore.
Of you being like, fuck, man, I thought there was a Mighty Ducks 2 coming out, but Gordon Bombay just got toasted.
Who's gonna coach the team now?
Who's gonna coach those wonderful, wonderful ducks?
Yeah. Anyway, it was a dumb little kid thing.
Hey, I probably believed weirder. I don't remember, but...
You know who believes weirder?
Here we go.
Roger Ebert.
Oh, no.
Do you know what he gave this movie?
I'm scared now.
3 stars.
Is that out of 5?
It's out of 4. It's the usual.
If it was out of 5, I could see 3 stars.
2004. Huh?
If it was out of 5, I could see it 3 stars.
Well, it's not. It's out of 4. And even out of 5, I cannot see that.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, no, I heard.
You're also insane. Okay, there's one... There's one paragraph I need to highlight here, because okay. And that leads to his meeting the beautiful Anna Valerius, Kate Beckinsale, who with her brother Velkin, Will Kemp, represents the last of 9 generations of a family who will never find eternal rest until it vanquishes Dracula. Conveniently, if you kill Dracula, all the vampires he created will also die. Anna is at first suspicious of Van Helsing, but soon they are partners in vengeance, and the rest of the plot, there is a whole lot of it, I will leave you to discover for yourselves. I think Roger Ebert I think he's got some pretty bad takes. And I'm starting to wonder.
Okay,
ratio,
I will agree
honestly,
that there is a lot of plot after they meet.
Really? You think?
Not a lot of things that
punching is not
you
plot.
Need to know, but a lot of things that happen.
I guess.
There can be a lot of plot with not much depth.
Yeah.
Ask Stephanie Meyer.
All right, I guess I'll give him that. I don't give him the 3 stars. And honestly, I don't even know if I begrudgingly give him there's a lot of plot. There is maybe like a normal amount of plot at best. Like, does this movie have a lot of plot compared to other films?
Of the time? I don't...
You just look at some of the stuff that he hated. Like, he didn't like superhero movies, right?
Yeah, this was effectively a superhero movie.
Yeah, but worse. And I would say there's way more plot in like a Spider-Man than here.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, we actually have characters going through changes and doing things. And he didn't... I think he liked Spider-Man 2, but not 1. I can't remember.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man 2 is damn near a perfect movie, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, even Roger Ebert has to begrudgingly accept it as a good film. Yeah, I don't know. I just... Every once in a while, he does something wacky, because he also gave 3 stars to The Mummy 3, right?
Yeah,
I remember reading that.
Yeah, no, I thought he gave 3 stars to, like, The Mummy.
I think that's what we discovered, is that he liked The Mummy 3 as much as he liked The Mummy.
And he liked The Mummy 2 less than, which I thought was a wild take.
Looks like he gave 3 to The Mummy, 2 to The Mummy Returns.
Fuck off.
Yeah, and 3 to the... That's right. How did I forget? Tomb It May Concern.
God damn it. Yeah.
Amazing.
So,
His amazing title for the review. Yeah, look, 3 stars. Mummy 3.
Look. It should be 3.532 is how they should go. But Roger.
Okay. Yeah, Roger. Well, okay, but not everyone agrees. So,
thank God.
As usual. I say as usual, we haven't done it in a couple episodes, but I'm back. I'm back on my bullshit. My IMDb bullshit. We got some 1 out of 10s.
Of course we
to
do.
kick things off. Let's start with the negatives, because this is closer to how I feel.
Fair.
This one from Blues Dog, May 17th, 2004. Great title. Artistically barren.
Wow.
Artistically barren. 1 out of 10. Tonight, I saw possibly the most artistically barren movie ever. Why was this movie made? The acting was flat, the storyline practically non-existent, and there was zero chemistry between the characters, especially the male and female leads. Not that the actors had much to do. The CGI effects completely dominated and doomed every scene. With every explosion, every hideous metamorphosis, every miraculous near miss, I kept thinking, well, there's another ridiculously expensive special effect that adds nothing to the movie. After a few minutes of this, I started dozing off. IMDb readers, don't waste your time or money on this. If you crave CGI effects, watch Pirates of the Caribbean. At least that movie had a story, good acting, characters you cared about, and benefited from the special effects. Van Helsing looked like a 2-hour CGI sales pitch for rich investors. No lies detected.
Yeah, I was going to say that he makes really good points, and I would definitely watch Curse of the Black Pearl every time as opposed to watching this again.
Is that the first one? Which one is that?
Yeah, that's the first one.
I think I saw 2 out of I don't know how many.
Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and
I saw that one.
Something maybe Horizon's End, Into the World, Horizon's End.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
I fell off.
There's 2 others, like The Fountain of Youth and something else.
Worth jumping back in? Should I finish her out?
I think you should finish the trilogy.
Yeah. It did kind of end on a cliffhanger. We have like Jack Sparrow just kind of
it's at
stepping
World's
into the mall.
End. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End.
Well, it'd be nice to get to some of the movies, but unfortunately I'm too busy watching
this.
Vile Hurling. We had a lot of these. Van Smelsing, Van Helsing, Van Helsing, as in H-E double hockey sticks.
Sure.
Van Barf Bag, and Van Nothing. They had nothing with that one.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it was just Van.
Wilder?
Yeah, just Van, period.
Ryan Reynolds? You know what? Bring him in. How do we get him in the Universal movie monster? Oh, Blade Trinity.
Blade Trinity or the Amityville Horror.
Okay.
He was in the remake of that.
Or Van Wilder. He's been in training to be a vampire hunter for like 7 years. He just never graduates. But he's along for the ride in his little golf cart.
He's the new generation of Van Helsing, Van Wilder.
That wouldn't be a bad sequel title.
No.
Van Helsing 2, Van Wilder. All right. Vile Hurling. This could possibly be the 3rd worst movie I've seen, just ahead of Tango and Cash and Nothing But Trouble. A couple of early lines.
Okay, wait, hang on. You don't come at Tango and Cash like that.
I expect you to jump in like a second or two earlier, honestly. Yeah, I thought that would...
well, I was waiting for the second title.
Grind your gears.
Yeah. God, Tango and Cash is great.
A couple of early lines make you think that it might be a send-up of the horror genre, a la Kill Bill, but that soon devolves into an orgy of CGI and poorly written dialogue. The only amusing performance in this movie is turned in by David Wenham, playing the semi-bumbling sidekick. There is nothing that this film delivers that you didn't see last summer, or the summer before that. If you really must see it, wait for pay-per-view and watch it only if there's nothing but infomercials on every channel on the grid. The best moments of this movie were the ones I spent in the restroom. That was by Laudus, May 18th, 2004.
I mean, I disagree with their take initially, but I agree that David Wenham is the best part of the movie. Until Hugh Jackman gets his shirt taken off, and then it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
Then it's People Magazine time.
Yeah, then it's People magazine time. Then, you know, we have our next magazine cover right there. Sex sells, baby. Oh, fun little extra little trivia tidbit. That was supposed to be in an entirely nude scene when he is holding
Oh, really?
when he turns back into human after werewolfing out. But they CGI'd a loincloth on his ass.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know if you guys heard me correctly, listeners, Brandon. They used CGI to give him underpants.
Yeah.
CGI.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's so wild to me. Just cut up a little bit. Zoom in a little bit more on his anguish. Get the ass out of the frame. You don't have to use CGI. What's happening here?
Honestly, or just show that butt.
Yeah, sure. We've all seen a butt
Give us
before.
something. You know, we paid a price of admission for this thing.
Yeah.
Give us something for our money. To your point about Tango and Cash, I saw a lot of reviews that were like, this is the worst movie I've seen since. I haven't had this bad of a time since insert movie. So I just went through many reviews and collected some of the movies that I saw in the blank there. So this was the worst movie since UHF, Battlefield Earth.
Okay, that one Underworld. I get. UHF I really disagree with.
I think Battlefield Earth needs a little exponent above it. Like, that was the most common. That was tons of that.
Okay, good. That's a shit movie.
Underworld.
Nope.
The Brothers Grimm. Dr. T and the Women.
I actually don't think I've seen that one. I own The Brothers Grimm.
Yeah. I didn't know what this was. Apparently it's like a romantic comedy or something with Richard Gere.
Oh, I really thought it was going to be Mr. T as a Dr. T, and he just has a harem of beautiful, beautiful babes.
I'm so glad you just said that. I feel validated because it's exactly what I imagined. I imagined like a late 70s like exploitation film of just Mr. T with a harem.
That's what I thought too.
Okay. No. If the star-studded cast in that one. We got Helen Hunt and a bunch of other women along for the ride. John Carpenter's Vampires. Mission Impossible 2. Tron.
Whoa,
The Mummy Returns.
I will Who said Tron?
I didn't. I have no names, no receipts. I will
come at someone. And then I heard you say The Mummy Returns, which makes me want to just like strangle someone.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't. Jesus, I didn't attach any names to these. There was like over 1,000 reviews, like hundreds and hundreds. I'm scrolling through. At a certain point, when I realized I wanted to collect these, I was just looking for movie titles in a sea of reviews. So yeah, just picking these out as I found them. Tron, Mummy Returns, Hulk, Twilight, Oscar, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
There it is.
And Transformers 4.
Surprisingly, I don't disagree with all of those.
Yeah, I don't disagree with some of those.
Transformer 4 was real rough. That's Dark Side of the Moon, I think.
I honestly have never seen a full Transformers movie.
Hoof.
Yeah, I never really. I saw some of the first one. Like, yeah, it was like one at someone's house. Like, I
think Dark Side of the Moon, they recast Megan Fox, but didn't tell anybody, and she still just has the same name, except now she's an entirely different human woman actress.
Seriously?
I think it's that one. It may have been the third one. I don't remember.
I've seen most of the movies in this list. I can't. UHF is a wild, weird addition.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want a Weird Al Yankovic movie to be?
I was gonna say, if you chose,
should be, it is.
If you chose to watch UHF, then you probably wanted what UHF was. That's not one that's regularly on late night.
Like, what was the best case scenario you were imagining for your viewing experience?
Yeah.
Underworld was, I haven't seen it since I was really young, since it was relatively new. I had a good time at the time. Probably it's not that great to return to. Brothers Grimm, terrible time. John Carpenter's Vampires, I won't say anything because we're doing it this month.
No, we're not. We're doing the sequel.
That's true. Watch
we're
this
doing the
space
movie
for not that film.
We're doing the movie that wasn't even like deigned to be on this list.
Yeah. So hey, tune in next time for not that movie, but the follow-up starring Bon Jovi.
Yes,
because that is our next film. Mission Impossible 2, incorrect, bad. Go home. You're done. Get off IMDb.
Like, I enjoy Mission Impossible 2.
It's still a good movie. It's still fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
They play Motorcycle Chicken.
Yeah, exactly. It's just John Woo excess. Like, just revel in it.
Yeah, you've got some Doogie Ray Scott just like going to town, being a spy.
Yeah. I had to look up what Oscar was. I didn't know that one.
I don't know.
Do you know this
one.
movie? It is a comedy, a slapstick comedy starring Sylvester Stallone. It's like a mobster or something.
Okay, I'm listening.
Looks pretty bad.
Cool, love that.
Might have to check it out. Yep, I don't know. Hey, while we're doing lists of movies, here's the next review. Another 1 out of 10. In Your Face Special Effects from Mylene 2, May 11th, 2004. First, let me give you a frame of reference as to some of the movies that I have liked in the past. Pitch Black, Underworld, The Matrix, 13 Going on 30, Dracula, parentheses.
Same weekend.
One of these.
Good job.
I did a twofer. I just left that theater and walked right over to Van Helsing. Didn't even pay for a ticket. Just snuck in around.
Yep, snuck right in to see.
Snuck right in. One of these movies is not like the others. Dracula, the original, Tombstone, Cat People, An American Werewolf in London, and on and on. Some of these movies had special effects, but the difference between these movies and Van Helsing is these movies had plot and acting. Too many movies rely on special effects, and this one was definitely in that category. Why does Hollywood think we want to watch a video game? Because that's what today's special effects are giving us in the movies. Wouldn't Mr. Hyde have been more believable and frightening if they had chosen a massive actor with an evil demeanor instead of a video game-looking character? And an authentic fight scene is always more enjoyable without special effects, or at least a minimum. Within 30 minutes, I was tempted to leave and go into a different movie. Wish I had. 13
going on 30.
Just a second,
right there.
Right next door. Just go back in. Maybe this one did have plot, but it definitely had no depth. I didn't enjoy it and would not recommend the movie to anyone.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't know if there's an actor that could swing from rafters like the CG Mr. Hyde could. I mean, Mr. Hyde was basically just a flesh-colored Shrek.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. I did bring up like off-brand DreamWorks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Shrek. They probably just imported like the wireframe model and reskinned it, like resculpted it a little bit.
Honestly, wouldn't surprise me.
Shipped it. Oh my God. All right, one final 1 out of 10. Really just the title. Overrated. And at first I read that and thought, I think this movie has a pretty notoriously negative rating. Overrated? But then I thought about it, and even though, yes, still overrated. Like, it's one of those movies, like, I don't know what I expected. Like, I was told, everyone told me it's that bad, and then you watch it, like, oh my God, it was that bad. It was actually worse.
I was curious if maybe they meant, like, it shouldn't have been PG-13, it should have been PG,
Oh.
Or, like, maybe it was overrated.
No, it's like a list of complaints. Like another thing was the story was so predictable, a 5-year-old could figure it out. As soon as they found Frankenstein, you knew it was going to happen. You don't have to do special effects scene every 15 seconds. Dracula and his wives didn't have to show their vampire teeth in every conversation they had. Correct.
Very
the teeth
correct.
they had weren't even planted. They were computer generated, which, yes to the second part. I don't know what you mean about planted. I'm assuming just like a prosthetic, but I do like the idea of planting vampire teeth in the gums, and then you wait for them to sprout, and then you can.
I was gonna say like
movie.
seeds. Yeah.
That's the actors actually. They have to go to the dentist and get like a full on like all teeth removed, and then for the rest of their lives they're wearing dentures. It's kind of like Emilio Estevez in Young Guns. Like when an actor has decided like they're at their peak, they just willingly exit the stage, and either like they might get shot for the artistic benefit of the film, so they can die on screen, or they might get all their teeth pulled out so they can plant vampire dentures for like ultimate realism.
Hey, bud, this is like the second time you've mentioned Emilio Estevez in Young Guns this episode. Are you okay? Blink 3 times if Emilio Estevez is in the room with you.
He walked in with that Van Helsing getup, and he tipped that Van Helsing hat like this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I get you.
Very memorable. Yeah. Okay. I think we would be more likely to agree with those reviews. But here's some that... here's the other positive end of the spectrum.
Yeah, give me 1 or 2 of these bad boys.
Yeah, we got a 10 out of 10 from German Chica, July 10th, 2024.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah. Ahead of its time.
Hang on. Wait. Nope, I'm going to let you read them because this is...
Ahead of its time. Considering this came out in 2004, it's an incredible fantasy film and a beautiful take on the Dracula story. I think I saw it in theaters 10 times and bought it as soon as I could. This is the film that introduced me to Hugh Jackman, and I've been a huge fan ever since. He shines in this film, even if he is grimy for 90% of it. Kate Beckinsale will always be a top-tier fantasy queen. Between this and Underworld, she takes on vampires and werewolves in perfect badass style. If you haven't watched this classic, you are seriously missing out. I'm so glad I gave it a chance to scare the daylights out of me as a kid, because now I could and would rewatch Van Helsing every day.
That's a joke, right? Rewatching this movie every day breaks the Geneva Convention. Like, this is not... No, she gotta be... German Chica, you gotta be kidding me.
Like, you have movies in Germany, right?
Please? I know Hasselhoff's real big over there, and, like, just watch some fucking Knight Rider or something. Baywatch and Knight Rider, just, mainline that for a while.
Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know.
Okay,
but hey,
cool.
To each their own. Some people find the value, and they find the beautiful Hugh Jackman shining behind the grime.
Sure.
We have another one here, another 10 out of 10, a tribute to the classic monsters from Suns October 6th, 2021. Some recent reviews here. I just wanted to highlight this line from a few paragraphs in. The most clever addition comes from Richard Roxburgh's outrageously fun portrayal of Count Dracula. If you close your eyes, Roxburgh's Dracula sounds oddly like the hilarious Ren from the cartoon series Ren and Stimpy, yet he retains the murderous focus of all classic vampires.
Wow.
I didn't pick up on that.
Wow.
But I think if your Dracula is making you think of Ren from Ren and Stimpy, something has gone awry.
If Cinnamon Toast Man, I got nothing on that one, man. That's a weird one.
It's log. It's the acting. It's wooden.
Yeah.
Better than bad. It's good. But it's not very good. Here's one from Jacob John Taylor 1, March 11th, 2016. One of the best horror movies of all time. 10 out of 10.
Whew, that's a take.
6 is Six is underrating this movie. This is a sequel to Dracula. It is also a sequel to Frankenstein. It is also a sequel to The Wolfman. It is also a sequel to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This is one of the best Monster Mash movies ever.
It was a mash.
Yeah, it was a graveyard smash. For our Avengers Universal Dark Pictures, like our revising and early aughts creation here that we've been workshopping here today. We're gonna call it the Monster Mash, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking. It's so cool. Six is underrating movie. It has a lot of action. It is also one of the scariest movies ever made. It has a great storyline. It also has great acting. It also great special effects. This is the Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde movie with the visual effects as good as a Middle-earth movie. Van Helsing joins up with Frankenstein monster to battle with Dracula and the Wolfman in the most awesome horror movie ever. The movie is a must-see.
What's scary about this movie?
The reminding of your own mortality as you see the hours.
I was going to say, gazing into the abyss of the creeping hand of death.
I guess they mean it's as good as The Lord of the Rings, although 2016 they could mean The Hobbit.
Yeah.
What do you? I don't know.
Is it
as
good
as The Hobbit? I don't like the Hobbit movies, but nah, they're better.
Yeah, I also
not as good as a Middle Earth movie.
I'm gonna be real hung up on the idea that this person said it's one of the scariest movies ever made. Like,
yeah, I mean, I have no room to speak, considering my list involved the Ewok adventure, but like, I don't think this person is 5.
Well, my list involved the goddamn fire ghost, Brandon. The fire ghost of all things.
Yeah, but not in 2016. You weren't.
That you know of.
10 out of 10 from Julie JDCP. What a great film. I must admit, I didn't know what or who Van Helsinger was before I went to see it.
Awesome. Perfect. No notes.
I couldn't even get through that. Van Helsinger. A modern twist to 3 horror villains, and one of them ends up being a good guy, for a change. Extreme special effects were an added bonus to an in-depth tale, and at times quite funny. Hugh Jackman was an excellent slayer, in quotes, with fantastic 007-style weapons. Makes you wonder if Van Helsinger, it's not a one-off, also drank a dry martini, shaken, not stirred. It's been such a long time since I actually jumped in my seat at the cinema, and there were a few occasions. There could be a possibility for a sequel? Don't hold your breath. Everyone has their own opinion, but for me, this was an excellent film, definitely along the same lines as Bram Stoker's Dracula and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Just want to go back to one little point. She said that one of the monsters becomes a good guy for a change. Read the book.
Yeah.
Just read the book. Read. Please read.
What book? Van Helsinger?
Yeah, Van Helsinger. It's a sewing machine instruction manual.
On that point. Yeah, it's how they stitch Frankenstein together.
Exactly.
Yeah. Following that up, here's January 20th, 2005's review from Katrina Joyce. No one knows how to kill Dracular. No one knows how to kill Dracular, and no one knows how to spell these character names. 10 out of 10. The story is set in Transylvania, where the people have been terrorized by all kinds of evil creatures and monsters. But above all these is the deadly Count Dracular.
Still there, huh?
For 400 years, the Valerius family have protected their country from the vampire and his 3 brides. At the beginning of the story, King Boris Valerius has been missing for 12 months. When Vulcan Valerius is turned into a werewolf, only Princess Anna Valerius is left. How the fuck are you getting all of these character names correct? and you're fucking up Dracula. What? What? Because of a promise made to the gods 400 years ago, if Dracular isn't killed before Anna dies, no member of the Valerius family will enter heaven. Only one can vanquish Dracular before it is too late. Van Helsing. But can the pair save the world again? I would recommend this film to anyone looking for adventure.
So he does pronounce Dracula real fucking weird at one point, though.
Is it Dracular? Am I wrong?
I think he says Vladislavus Draculia or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the official?
In the official IMDb is Count Vladislavus Dracula. But
Yeah. Okay.
When he's reintroducing himself to Gabriel, he says, "I am the Count Vladislavus Draculia," or something like that.
Maybe Katrina Joyce is just accepting the fact, like, and we agree on this, that this is not the Dracula. This is like a sub Dracula, because real Dracula is, of course,
Gerard Butler.
Judas. Gerard Butler's Judas. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we
no
need to
question.
make sure not to confuse the two.
Yeah.
All right. Let's end with just one final 9 out of 10. And we're going to take it down a little bit, slightly less positive to see us out. This is from Ola Simbi, May 11th, 2004.
Okay.
So you spent your money.
I'm just imagining Captain America with like the chair in front of him. So you got sent to detention.
So you spent your money. Actually, I didn't. I signed up for a 7-day free trial of Stars for this one.
I did spend
you
the
spent
money.
your money.
Yeah. Years and years
you spent
ago.
Your money. Hey, it was an investment, a gift that keeps giving. You got to watch
Yeah.
it for free in the year 2025. Why cry and grit your teeth? It was a show that was conveyed using strips of cellophane rapidly running in a loop so that the photographed images appeared to be moving. Ergo, love that word usage in Matrix 3. It is called a movie. Now, we have been conditioned to accept and appreciate these Hollywood movies while growing up. There is a reason why most PG-13 movies are the way they are. And this was a good example. They, the establishment jokingly referred to in Josie and the Pussycats, want us to spend our money. If you've watched this film, like I have, then they succeeded. 2 observations. You were entertained. No, I wasn't. Don't you dare put those words in my mouth. Whether you like it or not, and whether you enjoyed the entertainment or not, you really had no choice. This weekend, there were not a lot of good movies being mass distributed. Wrong. We checked. Mean Girls was playing right next door.
You damn right, Mean Girls. Mean Girls all day.
As a side note, some people talk about getting the 2 hours used to watch this film and their money back. I'm one of those people. Honestly, How many minutes and hours and how much of an effort have you used bashing it? Oh, we're looking at an hour and some change right now, you and I?
Yeah, just a little
bit.
bit.
Do you not consider this time wasted? I don't. And why not? I'm having a good time. How about you?
Yeah, I've laughed a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. Because it was the opportunity to bash something you may never do or be good at if you did do. It was good to me, mainly because the true purpose of films/movies is to create a world, real or contrived, and remain true to it. I specifically refer to this movie as a movie and not as a film. Ask me why another time. It is a summer movie too. Come on. The world of the movie was created in the first scene. It was even a completely filtered scene. I mean, stop the madness. See my Reddit posts for more.
Yeah.
That's editorializing. That's, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, no, that wouldn't have surprised me if he was like, hey, please check me out on r/Cinnaboy.
Ask me why another time. Hyperlink to my Reddit account.
Yeah.
And that's the roundup. Those are the ends of the spectrum.
That was a pretty good roundup this time about, though.
People have thoughts on Van Helsing. I got some thoughts. I didn't have many, but some people did.
I had worse thoughts than I thought I would, but that's fine. Who knows? We may have really good thoughts about everything we're covering for the rest of the month. That would be nice.
I doubt it.
Why? Don't do that.
See.
Don't put that on us.
Should we? I mean, how much faith do you have in Bon Jovi? Is the question. Are you living on a prayer?
I'm more wanted dead or alive, I think.
I might be wanted. I might want to die. I might be wanted dead after this next one. It doesn't look
Brandon,
very good. I have not seen it.
It's My Life. That's another.
Well, I guess it's
Bon
never
Jovi's.
then. It's not now. This week was Van Helsing. It's not now. Next time.
No, next time.
Next time.
It'll be
John
My
Carpenter's
Life.
Vampires. Yeah. It'll be My Life after or sometime, in the near future. So speaking about what's coming up, you're used to seeing us every other week in your main feed.
Yes.
You're going to be seeing a little bit less of us for a couple months as we just step back, take care of some life stuff. We've got the holidays coming up. We got some travel coming up. And we're just going to take a little bit of a breather and be doing one main feed episode for a few months. We'll still be doing the bonus episode on Patreon. And we will be back to full-time podcasting.
Yeah,
we love doing this.
Our full-time gig. But I am actually going to be visiting Japan, where Brando is. We get to hang out for a little bit come March, and then we'll be back to the old grindstone.
Yeah, just a little bit of a breather, take care of some life stuff, friends, family.
So we thought with this month being the first month, we're kind of taking it back a little bit. Our Patreon episode that would normally be just for our beloved Patreons, we're actually going to release on the main feed, and that will be John Carpenter's Vampires 2 Dia de los Muertes, starring Bon Jovi.
Yeah, and if you like that episode, you can continue to get a second episode from us every month by jumping over to Patreon, supporting us there. And we have a lot of backlog. We've been doing bonus episodes for a while, so we have over 20 over there. Some other fun stuff, newsletter, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, it's really good time.
We'd love to have you. But yeah, NoVampber is continuing next time with Bon Jovi, so enjoy the free unlock in your main feed later this month. And let's see how bad it is. I have seen the original John Carpenter's Vampires. I have not seen the sequel.
I have not seen it either, so this will be a first time for both of us. If you've seen Van Helsing and you have any opinions on any of the monsters or of Hugh Jackman or David Wenham, drop us a line at sourcenotfoundpod@gmail.com. Any of our social media accounts at Source Not Found Podcast. We are on Facebook for... who the fuck knows anymore? Instagram and Blue Sky, as well as YouTube, where there is a full backlog of our episodes, as well as any video game that Brandon plays on Twitch. Speaking of, Brandon, what have you been playing?
We officially, finally, after 2+ months of playing basically nothing but horror games, are exiting spooky season. Capped it off with a Halloween stream playing The Ring Terror's Realm on the Sega Dreamcast, which if you don't know that one, yes, that The Ring, but also not that The Ring, because this one, the entire game takes place in the CDC building as you exit and enter the virtual Ring video game world and fight ape monster men, among other things.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a game. It's a game. So doing some other random things for the month of November, some viewer requests, some indie games I've been trying to get to, all kinds of fun stuff. Come on by, hang out, twitch.tv/LejunBug, link down in the show notes, right next to the link to Jesse Jelena, St. Coelacanth, creator of our theme song, and lots of other good music. Definitely check him out on YouTube. Been putting out, as usual, some new material in recent days.
Super cool. With that, thank you so much for listening. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you.
And I'm going to say check your toilets for maybe a dead Emilio Estevez. I hope not.
Oh.
Gordon Bombay? Not Gordon Bombay.
We lost him, but he's the only one who knows how to kill Dracula. Other than Van Helsinger. Stay confused. Don't change. Julie and Katrina, Don't go changing.
And Brandon, don't you change thinking that when Emilio Estevez got shot in Young Guns, he died in real life.
Emilio!